If you're not the person who needs to hear this, you definitely know someone who does. It's okay not to struggle. It's okay not to be from the hood. It's okay not to come from a broken home. It's okay not to come from a dysfunctional family. It's okay to not have anything wrong in your life whatsoever. Be proud of what you have, even if it means you have the world. For some reason, I feel like saying that is something new for most people. We live in these eternal struggle Olympics where we're always trying to outdo one another on how hard we've had it. Oh, you came from a broken home? Well, guess what? My mom killed my dad and he basically killed me, but I survived because whatever crap we like to tell each other about how worse we've had it. It's always a competition. It's always a competition. And it's always, oddly enough, us trying to make our lives seem worse. I don't come from a lot, but I definitely don't come from nothing. And let me tell you something, I probably came from a lot less than most of you listening. But I'll never say that I came from nothing because number one, that's not true. I had everything money couldn't buy. I still have everything money couldn't buy. And I bet you there's some millionaire kids out there right now who have more money than I could ever dream of, who don't have half the quality of life that I have or will have. But still, even if I came even if I came from nothing and I had a dysfunctional life, let's just say, why would I go out and tell people that? That's almost disrespectful to my family who've done everything that they could for me, who all that they want is the best life for me. Even if they couldn't make that real, or even if they absolutely failed and let's say he did come from the dysfunctional family and they gave me everything except this dream life, am I supposed to sit here and question the fact that they still didn't want that dream life? How am I then gonna go out and that just makes no sense. That just makes no sense. It's almost the biggest slap in the face you could give your family. You know, I saw this meme the other day talking about if my son becomes a rapper and he starts saying I came from nothing, I'm gonna drop a diss track on him. That's God honestly true. I cannot imagine my kid walking around saying he came from nothing, even if he did. So, no, 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 no. Money's not everything. Money's not everything. But beyond that, it all starts with this fetishization we have with struggle, right? We're obsessed with struggle. We're fixated on how much somebody has struggled. And we define our worth and our value and our potential and our power based off how much we have struggled. In other words, if you struggled a lot and you graduate high school, you've conquered the world. But if you didn't struggle at all and you graduated from an Ivy League, I guess you didn't really deserve it. Right? That seems to sort of be the logic that we're following. We discredit people who've struggled less, even if they've achieved more, or even if they didn't achieve anything, or even if they achieved the same level, as if achievements aren't achievements. It's just so backwards to me. We should commend progress where progress is. Imagine being so petty, so bitter, and so small minded, so resentful, so backwards that you look at somebody's success and your first reflex is to see how much they've struggled and they say, oh well, you had it easy, of course you got it this far, of course this, daddy's money this, mommy's fame that, oh you had it good. Imagine how sad you have to be to do that. And it's, I guess now that I said that, I guess 99% of the world is sad, pathetic. It's backwards. There's so many people walking around trying to showcase how successful they are, even if they're not, right? Which is interesting because even unsuccessful people like to show others how much success they have. They like to create this or aura of success, of money, of ease, of power. We see this among all age groups, right? Oh, my bank account. Oh, this. Oh, yeah, don't worry about the bill. Oh, don't worry about this. Oh, I'm a janitor. I call myself the head of custodial services. Whatever. We're always gassing ourselves up to other people. But we don't do that with our family. Do you know how selfish that is? Do you know how ugly that is? That we want to show ourselves as these successful, all having people. Oh, yeah, but my family this. Oh, yeah, my family that. Oh, yeah, growing up. Come on. Come on. You put up this act and then you go and slap your family in the face. And it almost bothers me when I hear people my age and or any age for that matter discrediting people who come from good lives, at least good lives on paper. I want my kids to get made fun of for having daddy's money, right? Because guess what? I'm daddy, right? If my kids are getting me fun of for daddy's money, that means I did good. That means I gave them everything that they could have ever wanted, that I could have ever done for them. I did good by them. I probably did better than the kids' parents who are making fun of them, and that's why these kids are just mad. Yeah, my kids got fed everything on a silver spoon. You know how happy I'm gonna be? Yeah, I made it to the point where my kids' lives just look so magical that people are really bitter over it. And no, I'm not saying that I want to raise my kids not to be independent thinkers who don't know the real world, who can't do anything themselves and wouldn't be anything without daddy's money. Those are two different things. If I raise kids like that, I raised pussies, right? It's one thing to raise kids in a good home, and it's another thing to raise a pussy, right? It just so happens that most people who have it good in life are pussies, so they raise pussy children, but that's an entirely different story. That's an entirely different topic. It's so, and I want my kids to shout that out. Yeah, my dad did this. Yeah, my dad gives us this. Yeah, my dad makes this much. Yeah, I appreciate the silver spoon that my dad gave me because every parent wants to give that to their kids, and my dad actually succeeded. I don't get it. I don't get it. When I see a kid who comes from something good, my first thought is, good for you, man. I want to be your parents in the future. And I want my kids to be in your position. It almost makes me happy. Someone explain this to me. Stay safe and thanks for listening.